It is the youngest Tigers lineup in the history of the club. 23 years and not quite 300 days. Brendan Wakeham kicks off Thursday night footy. Coming to you from Combank Stadium. Sharkies with back-to-back bash-ups. They're trying to make it 3 on the hop. Here's Britton Nikora running out past the 20. And McInnes, and a tap on to Toby Rudolph, who's back in the NRL for the first time since round 5. A long-term injury for him. It's handy to have him back as the finals approach. Played by Wilton, and now McInnes. Oh, good tackle. That's Simkin in around the legs, and big Stefano up top as well. For Nico Hines. In his maiden NRL campaign, runs out past the 20. And now Asu Kapoa, who is back onto the wing after playing in the second row and the centres throughout 2023. Pollett tackled well, and Brayley and McInnes in there. And Wakeham turning it underneath. And the ball played back by Stafford Toa. And this is Clemmer now. So the Tigers negotiate their opening set. And a kick by Wakeham, who was targeted by those big Cowboys back rowers last week in defence. He had quite a few missed tackles, and Kennedy runs it back with real purpose. And
this is the Tigers, what they won't want to do. They want to have high completions and just defend for their life, and can't be giving away set starts and penalties. Their discipline tonight has to be first class. Give the Sharks a set start here. First big test for their defence.
This is the second best attacking outfit in the comp. Cronulla, 421 points, 71 tries they have scored. And Rudolph now. Oh, there's a good run. He'd have been itching to get back out there in the top grade, Toby Rudolph. Clemmer dragged him down. Moylan, Kennedy coming around the back, trying to explode through a hole, but Talau was there to make the tackle. And Ramian, who scored a try in each of the meetings between these clubs last year, 2 convincing wins to the Sharks. Hines for Rudolph once again. And he plays it just outside the 10. Hines dinks one up. Ronaldo, we know he's a great leaper. It's in the air, and there was a chance. But the referee says it was knocked on by Mulatalo, so an early escape there for the Tigers, but that is a danger. Mulatalo in the air in those attacking situations.
Well, Nico Hines doesn't hesitate. Any tackle 5 option down in that part of the field, he just hoists it up in the air and says, Ronaldo, do your stuff, baby. He puts it right on a dime.
We've got a Sharks champion sideline. Paul Gallen, good evening.
Hey guys, conditions down here are pretty good. It's 13 degrees. They're saying it feels like 9, and it is cooling down a little bit, so it may get down to sort of 10, 11 in the second half. But the field itself, it's actually pretty slippery underfoot. There's not a lot of dew on the surface, but definitely slippery. There's a very slight breeze coming from the northwest, but it's pretty still down here. So all in all, pretty good conditions.
All right, mate, enjoy the action. Wakeham kicks high in the air, and Kennedy, who's got 15 tries in 2023, the same number as Ronaldo Mulatalo. They are joint top try scorers for the Sharks and equals second in the competition. And now Sipa Talakai, a real handful. Played it on his own 30. And now Ronaldo, who in addition to those 15 tries has 23 line breaks this year, the second most in the comp. What a weapon. Ramian struggling with the defence. Dragged down by Papali'i. And Will Smith in 19, his first game as a Tiger. That's a good run. Near Cora and a one-handed offload to Brayley, and they spin it left. Corfusi and Moylan. That was very flat. Out to Talakai and Stafford Toa. Looked like he'd been beaten there, but he hung in and dragged him down. Just inside the touchline. Moylan with a kick. A high, deep one. Is it too deep? It is too deep. Tupou gets up and takes it comfortably.
There's a nice tackle on the right side there by Stafford Toa. Big test tonight up against Talakai. Machine Talakai.
And Stefano Utoikamanu. Interesting, actually, the West Tigers have a superior head-to-head in matches against the Sharks. They've won 18, the Sharks 16. Now Waken on tackle 3. Kicks for Bateman to chase, and it just hops a fraction long.
The right idea, especially that far out. Teams like to put their fullback in the defensive line. Waken just a warning shot. I'm going to put the fullback in the line, kick over his head.
Now Sione Katoa. There's the veteran, Tim Sheens, and might be Coruscant next to him. They've got their 3 highest profile and probably most expensive players on the sideline. Coruscant, Brooks, Dewey. I don't think many clubs could withstand that. McInnes toiling away. Brayley celebrated his 100th last week, and now Oregon Corfusi.
A good Corfusi this year. Really impressed with the way he's played. Good to see Toby Rudolph back too. He's been out with that toe injury. He's got one trait you always want in your front rower. Completely mad.
Not exclusive to front rowers, that trait.
But mad in a good way.
Right. Now Kapoa. So it's a fairly safe start for the West Tigers. In fact, I don't know what that means, because last week it was 0-0 after 13 minutes against North Queensland, and that didn't change the outcome. Yes, Gal?
Yeah, boys, a bit of an update on Toby Rudolph. Also, he's been that keen to come back. He actually had his eyebrows done today, so
right.
He's up for a big one tonight.
It's a big trend in the game now, eyebrows. I think Reece Walsh may have started that.
How would that have gone down in Newcastle in the early 90s?
No, I couldn't imagine Paul Harrigan or Tony Butterfield being too happy. Geez, they look good too.
Would Jeff Robinson have turned up with waxed eyebrows at Belmore? Yes.
No. No.
Now Brayley, he's in good form, and he dashes down that right-hand short side. They don't bring him down, so he's able to fire it to Kafusi, straight to Moylan. You can see there's a 3-on-2 at the top of the screen. Moylan with his footwork, back amongst the big men, gave it back to McInnes. He bumped out of a tackle of Smith, and now Ramian holds Simpkin off, and Tommy Talau comes in to drag him down. Dangerous Brayley. Here comes Ronaldo. He's on the runway. He hit a bit of turbulence. And now the Sharks asking the Tigers to work away from deep inside their own territory. And Stafford Toa has actually been one of their better players throughout 2023. He had an unbelievable afternoon at Leichhardt when they flogged North Queensland.
He put a show on Valentine Holmes that night. He was really strong. She had a touch early in the game, and he had a great fend on Talakai. Must be incredibly strong and balanced.
It's hard to believe that was their last win. You thought, geez, the Tigers could get on a bit of a roll here. Not to be so far. Sione Katoa. Comes freewheeling back to be met by Papali'i. Up on the halfway. Now Will Kennedy. The Sharkies just winning the battle of field position at the moment. Ramian this time.
You know, the Sharks are showing the Tigers plenty of respect. They're controlling the ball, moving it, but controlling it really well.
Hines to Moylan. Thought about a long ball. He went short to Wilton, who's just re-signed with Cronulla until the end of 2025. Brayley, Hines, McInnes. Oh, he beat Simpkin badly, but there was some reinforcements there. Pollaire wrapped him up. And Wilton's going to try from close range. It was the last tackle, and there's a penalty for a high shot.
Well, now it'll be interesting to see what the Sharks do. Do they pay West Tigers respect by kicking for goal? Or do they feel as though they're ready to crack?
I think they'll go for the try.
Gee whiz, there wasn't much in that.
That's what you know, Andrew. They're going to take the shot.
That's respect.
So Cronulla looking for 2-0. And Nico has had a couple of good weeks after the disappointment of Origin 1. Took him a little while to bounce back. 2-0 the Sharkies. Thursday night footy. First game of round 19. And back comes Oregon Corfusi. This used to be his home ground when he was a Parramatta player last year.
He's been a really good signing. Got a few injuries up front for the Sharks. Oregon's been really strong.
Finucane unavailable. Royce Hunt not there either, as far as the middlemen go for the Sharkies tonight. Moylan for Talakai. He's got 13 try assists this year, Sifa Talakai.
Most of them like to play to that side. And he's such a big body that the opposition defensive winger always comes in on him. And Ronaldo, he picks up plenty of tries on the outside of him.
Gee, Nico had an eternity to kick that. And they kick for Tupou, who's tackled strongly by Ramian and Nikora. 13 try assists in 13 games for Talakai. And before this year, he'd had 13 in his whole career. He's finding a little bit of creativity on top of the block-busting running.
Well, it's good to see, because I can imagine coming through the juniors, Sifa Talakai wouldn't have to pass that much. He would have just running over the top of players. So it's good to see he's expanding his game.
Wakeham, Bateman, oh dear. Oh, they didn't play the ball here, and Moylan's towed it ahead. He's going to pick it up. Oh, if he could have picked it up and scooped it to Talakai, it was a try.
First knock on Tigers.
Yeah, this is the worry for the Tigers when there's going to be errors or set starts.
So knock on from Terrain.
Moylan, bit of blood in the lip there. He hasn't got a mouth guard.
Yeah, but he never gained anything in the ball.
Just the drop here. Pass didn't hit the mark. I'm just talking about Toby Rudolph getting the eyebrows done, and Jeff Robinson. Just want to ask Gus about Sifa Talakai. If he turned up to Redfern in the 80s and he had pink boots on, how do you think that'd go down with Les Davidson and those boys?
No. No.
The game's changed, hasn't it?
No. That wouldn't be happening.
Les Davidson was playing now. Could he be persuaded to wear the pink boots?
No. I actually saw Les not long ago at Tugger Coleman's 60th. Had a good chat to him. What a great fella.
Les Davidson was playing today. He'd hardly get a game. He'd be down the judiciary every second week.
Here's Toby Rudolph. 6 more tackles here. Danger for the West Tigers. Moylan catches it flat. Hines around the back. Now Kennedy, they're all backpedaling. Ramian tapped it on. He's one-on-one Katoa. He beat the winger pointlessly. It's a try. He's over the line and got it down. Tupou had a chance to wrap up the ball, but dropped off the tackle, and Sione Katoa opens the Sharks' try-scoring account.
When the Sharks go through their plays, they do it at speed. In particular, Will Kennedy. Harvey Norman replay. Watch the fullback here when he gets the ball. Accelerates at speed. That creates the overlap. Ball on the ground. And Katoa. They're great finishes, the wingers for the Sharks. Look at the speed in which they do the plays.
It was actually Buller that missed the tackle. Sorry to Tupou for getting the wrong man, but...
Was there an extra effort here? Goes down. I think that's momentum.
Momentum's over the line.
His whole body's over the line. He could not put it down. Harvey Norman replay again. Good work there. They get it so right, the Sharks. Very dangerous. Spoken about it before, that slingshot type action. They might have a look at this, actually. I think he takes his hand off the ball. Tries confirmed. Paul Gallen.
Yeah, try's been confirmed there, Gus, so he's got that down there, Sione Katoa. I know a big focus this week for the Sharks was their completion rate. They do move the ball more than most teams in the competition, but at times they can make a fair few errors. But their completion rate tonight, they completed 8 from 9 in the first 17, 18 minutes of the game. So good start for the Sharkies.
Nico from inside touch. Wants it to swing, not quite enough.
Hold up, Brandon.
17 minutes down. Cronulla 6-0. Respectable start for the Tigers on the back up from that capitulation up in Townsville.
We highlighted Nico Hines' goal kicking from the sideline in the pre-game, kicking at 67%. Sorry, Nico, I put the mock on you then. It's in for a big night, Nico. Big test tonight for the halves. They're going to see a lot of opportunities as the game goes on. It's what they do with that space, time and space. And keep their discipline, the halves. They played too frivolous.
They're up over the halfway after 4 plays here, the Sharkies, and a kick by Hines in behind. It might tumble towards touch and... Oh,
he's touched that.
Whose ball, mate? Was he already out? Or?
Now he touched it, but a foot was out.
The Tigers already out when it touched him, so it's his ball. To play the ball in here, Tigers ball.
Oh, we got away with one.
Okay, play the ball in the
Did
middle.
he mean that? That face doesn't look like
No.
he's particularly convinced.
He looks very honest too.
Whoop.
Hold.
He's one of those players in contention for Rookie of the Year, I suppose, Jareen Buller. 21 runs per game, 188 metres on average, 4 try assists,
A lot of
3
potential.
tries.
He's got a lot of potential. Let's hope they keep hold of him.
Ooh, Stefano hit hard, targeted by McInnes. Turned by Smith to Isaiah Papali'i now. Now Clement. Always hard to put on the ground. He was able to stand in that tackle on that occasion as well and wake him. High and into a corner, and Ronaldo's waiting for it, and the kick chase is good.
Andrew, that's pretty much the only kick they use these days. It's just a high kick down into the corner and back their defence to get down there quickly, is it? Is there more to a kicking game than that?
Well, if you got time from that position, I always used to put myself in the situation of the opposition fullback. What kick don't you want to catch? Would it be a spiral or a floater?
That's a third tackle kick again by Hines.
Love the early kick. Whoops.
Oh, flimsy attempted tackle by Ramian, and the ball is back to the 30. Oh, he's a run.
That's a run.
He's a power pack, this lad. Junior Tupou. And now Clemmer.
He's been good for them, David Clemmer.
It's amazing. If you win that first tackle, you get through or a quick play the ball, what it does for the rest of the set.
Toa pushed off Moylan. Oh, he went around the corner and Kennedy got in the way.
That is brilliant from Kennedy. The way he anticipated that, he actually moved anticipating a flick pass. This is just natural instinct. Kennedy gets around between them. He'd beaten Kennedy. He gets around the back saying Toa could flick past this and intercepts it. That's brilliant. 99% of players wouldn't think about that.
He seems to find himself in the right part of the field regularly, Will Kennedy.
He's freakish. He does some freakish things. He's a freaky player.
Hines blasts over to the left. Mulatalo trying to get through. Knocked on. Wakeham was offside. He didn't really have a choice there.
Okay, I thought you were in front.
Yeah, competing for the ball. That was the key then. The ball was in the air, but Mulatalo, he got down there and pressured the young fullback.
So the Sharks say no to 8-0. And Korfusi gets him started. 8 metres out. Hines, Moylan. Tries to put the defence to sleep. And then the two big men come together and they bring Moylan to the turf. Well, pretty much in line with the black dot there. Brayley plays left. And Korfusi one-on-one with Wakeham. Good commitment there by the Tigers. They sensed the halfback needed a bit of assistance and they shoved him back to the field of play. Hines now, you're not stopping Big Sipa Talakai from that range.
A great use of the double pump here from Nicho Hines. He'll have the ball in two hands and double pump, which makes Kapoa go out. Bit of time, Harvey Norman Rupo, double pump. The winger goes out, plays short of Talakai. There's no way you're stopping Big Sefa there. Gal?
Yeah, Joey, very tough to stop from that far out from the try line, one-on-one, particularly on the outside shot of the defender. But Nicho Hines absolutely loves short side. He'll play a short side whenever he can, particularly if they've got any sort of overlap, which they did there. 4 players up against 3 on the outside. So he took the short side and he normally plays on the right-hand side of the field, Nicho Hines, but that's what he does. He floats around to the left and the right. That's what makes him so dangerous in attack. He's happy to play all over the field where a lot of halves in this competition sort of stay to the one side of the field. So well done, Nicho Hines.
Those little short blindside plays, 15, 20 metres in from touch. If you can get that decoy runner off the dummy half, it really does create a 3-on-2 pretty quickly on the outside. Sharks executed that beautifully. You could just see it building, and Wilton knew what his run was. Took some pressure away from Nicho Hines, who then finds the selective pass. But those short blindsides, Cronulla are very, very dangerous. Just stick to their process.
Here's Nicho from touch again. Oh, hit it nicely. And off the post and over it goes.
10 seconds.
Okay, and then we had the 6. Okay, I'll keep it on that. Remember the 2 full penalties made for high shots, so I'm okay with the ruckman. Yep.
Bit of talk, Sifa Talakai might have found himself back in an Origin jumper for next week, but Bradman best given the nod. He's in tremendous form though, Sifa Talakai. What a weapon. What a left side. Wilton, Talakai, Mulatalo. Telstra has some of the best defence in the business, tackling millions of cyber threats each day. I suppose the next step for Cronulla, Andrew, is taking this kind of football and this sort of belief into games against strong opposition. Now, I'm not trying to be disparaging, but they've lost once to teams in the bottom 8, but won once against teams in the top 8.
Well, the big test, last 8 games, 5 of those games are against top 8 teams, and 4 of those games against the top 8 teams are away. Put a show against the bottom teams, but we're yet to see it doing consistently against the top teams. Next few weeks will tell us. Next week they've got the Warriors away, then Manly at home. Then they go Penrith away, South away. So we'll get a true indication of South, of the Sharks, how they're going. You can only beat who's in front of you.
Let's see if the Tigers can show some resilience. Down 12-0 on the back of the biggest defeat in club history last week. Simpkin waits for it. There's a tackle count restart. Seyfarth on the field. Strong surge.
That's a run.
That's Sean Blaw. And now Simpkin weaving. And there's another penalty coming. It's a high tackle this time. West Tigers looking for some points here. As Pollard held underneath the stick, Simpkin goes right, wrapping around Blaw, and the play's broken down. The tackle made by Wilton and McInnes. And Blaw this time, very willing footballer. Seyfarth. And through the hands is Smith on the left edge, and Talau. He'll be off to Manly next year, Tommy. 6 metres short. Wakeham. A little juggle by Seyfarth, but he's quickly swept the ball out the back, and now a double run around, and Jareem Buller, if he gets it over the top, they'll probably score. The ball bounces Kapoa. It wasn't a great bounce. He flung it back. Stafford Towa's got it. He gave it to Smith. Seyfarth's there again. He's had 100 touches since he's been out there. And that's been about 90 seconds. Simpkin, Will Smith, lovely ball. Talau, stepping, try. Oh, the Tigers have turned it on.
Beautiful pass by Will Smith. Been a real rock-solid player over his career, Will Smith. Played at several different clubs. Watch the pass here, Harvey Norman replay. Bit of helter-skelter footy, and then they run the ball in the last play, which draws Nico Hines out of the line going for the intercept. And Tommy Talau. So Nico going for the intercept. Tommy Talau, too strong. Beats 3 players. Great hit back by the Tigers. Gal.
Yeah, good play from the Tigers. Bit of razzle-dazzle footy from them. Turning it around, caught the Sharks in 6s and 7s. Nico Hines actually got stuck out in the centres. Jesse Raymond got caught in field. So as you said, Joey, pretty much coming nothing. Nico Hines didn't really go for the intercept, didn't really go for the man, and ball went straight past his face for a good try to the West Tigers.
Well, that's their Achilles heel, the Sharks. Brilliant in attack. They can control the ball. They can run their plays. They can be effective at the attacking end of the field. Here they are on last play and just come up with a poor defensive read and a soft try. That's the Tigers' first try in 108 minutes of football. Well, probably longer than that. It might be their first try since Alex Twile got on the board. How long ago was that?
Feels like 3 months. Wakeham. Oh, there's a kick. Tommy Talau ices some good ad-lib footy by the West Tigers. Looked like they were going to score on the right-hand side. Instead, Talau scores on the left edge. 12-6 now. Good hit back. And the energy of Sean Blaw's added something to this Tigers team. Cronulla-Sutherland. And now Bateman, who's back on the edge after playing the last 2 games in the middle at lock forward. Had 33 running metres only last week, John Bateman.
Sometimes only takes one run or a big tackle to inspire your teammates. There's that big run from the young fullback Buller. And on the back of that, they went bang, 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 got some field position. Since then, got some wind in their sails, the Tigers.
They didn't look entirely comfortable under that one, Ronaldo Mulatalo. Now the tearaway Talakai. And the other centre, Jesse Ramian. They have got some strikeout wide, no doubt. Play that quickly now. Hazelton's on the ground.
Go, Tommy.
The Colt hero from Cronulla. And Hines sees a bit of space. A desperate tackle by Bloor and Seyfarth, and now the awkward kicking gait of Matt Moylan. Well taken by Jareem Buller at the back under immense pressure.
What a take.
Fullback on fullback there. He's a real goer, this guy, for Cronulla-Sutherland.
Strong. I guess the top speed quick for a big man.
And it's kicked by Will Smith on play 4 from inside his 40. It's a good one too. And the chase is equally impressive and well done by Simpkin, and Smith, who led the kick, chased down there, and Wakeham there as well.
He's been around for a long time, Will. Started at Newcastle. Newcastle boy. He had a Penrith.
Yeah, a few years.
And then Parramatta. I thought he was going back to Newcastle to play in the local league. And then he got a start at the Tigers.
Played at the Titans last year.
Oh, Tigers. He's a real pro. Rock solid.
I think his dad was a bit of a legend in the local Newcastle competition, wasn't he?
Sure was. I used to play against his uncle, Malcolm. He was a really good player. He's from the West Newcastle Rosellas.
Oh, it's been coughed up here. That's a bad mistake by Tupou, and the Tigers, they toiled their way back into this, but they've conceded a try. Oh, and Nico's got the Try July celebration out. Bit of choreography during the week.
It's a shoey. Harvey Norman replay. The ball goes up. Nico Hines chases his kick. Jesse Raymond down there puts a bit of pressure on, and pretty poor drop there by Junior Tupou. And Nico, he strolls over, gets the try. Here's the error. Goes up. builds his lollies, and then Nico Hines goes over and rips a shoey into him. This is Mad Hueys love this one, don't they? Gal?
Yeah, Joe, I think they do. The shoey. Well done, Nico, for try July. But the Sharkies doing well. One thing, hang on a second.
Oh, Nico.
Hang on a second. I reckon they might be looking at possible contact in the end. One thing the Sharks have done well tonight is competed on all kicks. They've gone up and put a lot of pressure on, but if they're looking at this one, I'd say it will be taken away from them.
I think this might be for a push in the back, which I find ridiculous. But
Tommy Talau is in the position he's entitled to be in. Jesse Ramian pushes him out of the way. This is an illegal act before the knock-on. We have a decision.
Dear oh dear.
Got 12 out.
Fill the shoey back up.
Yeah, well, now he's got a wet sock. I don't know why you do it on a dewy night. Is there much dew on the ground down there, Gal? Will he have a wet sock after taking his shoe off?
It is pretty wet down here, yeah, so without that he's going to have a wet sock. But I'm just wondering whether they'll still pay for that. That was a fair shoey.
They'll
Maybe
pay.
For charity they'll pay, yeah. They'll pay for sure.
I hope he doesn't get tinny in it. Those moist socks.
Well, that would be very uncomfortable, a wet sock.
Not as uncomfortable as drinking a beer out of a footballer's boot after 32 minutes of play. Did Daniel Ricciardo do that? Formula One driver? Oh, that would be sweaty, wouldn't it, Joe?
Bam Tuivasa, he does it all the time, doesn't he, after the UFC fights?
Good hands on, and Bateman. Oh, well, that's kept them in touching distance and a penalty.
Yeah, this could be a big turnaround. Might have been 6 points at the other end. If the Tigers can level up here, it's a massive turnaround. You just feel like they're growing in a little confidence here.
You can feel it, can't you? He's been strong this year, Starford Toy.
Started at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Here's the first gamer. Itasi James, the 22-year-old, played some lower grade football with the Eels, now with the Tigers, and gets his first chance in the NRL. And geez, a big unit.
The size of him.
5 metres out. They play behind James and Sapath, and now Smith, and Buller joins in. Oh, he might have given the pass there. Only 3 tackles used, and now burrowing Papali'i. Wobbly ball finds Smith at first receiver. Across the line he goes. Wakeham's going to kick. Toa's after it. It's going to be too long. Oh, Toa's tapped it back. Did he have a foot over the back? Did he have a foot over the back? Or is it a miracle?
He was in the second row of the grandstand.
It's a few dead ball line, mate.
It's hard to imagine his feet weren't over the dead ball line when he gets his hand to it.
No try by the Huddle.
Mulatalo trying to shield it. Foot on the ground. Foot on the ground.
Starford Toa is out past the dead ball line when he touches the ball. We have a decision.
He shaped that kick then. Brendan Wakeham just didn't bend. As the momentum went off the kick. It might have been the dewy surface. The ball kept going straight.
At half-time, James Bracey will be sitting down with the NRL Chief Executive Andrew Abdo to talk about the current standoff between the NRL and the Rugby League Players Association and what that means for the game. So the boss, Andrew Abdo, with us at half-time. Wade Graham on the ground. Danger here for the West Tigers. Half-time not far off. They've done well. They're right in the game at the moment. Another try could blow it open, though, particularly on the stroke of half-time. This is Nikora.
He comes up with the error, trying to play it too quick. The Tigers hang on again.
Okay, scrums in the middle, shot clock on.
coaching a team up against the Tigers, who got absolutely smashed last week, Gus, what was the theme of the week if you were coaching the Sharks?
Quality. Look, really, at this time of year, if I'm the Sharks coach, I'm practicing what we need to beat the top sides come September. That's my priority. It's not about beating the Tigers by a big score or just rolling through plays and enjoying it. I'm out there trying to practice things that are going to help us beat the Panthers or the Storm or those top sides. That's what I'd be looking for. And in particular, that goal line defence where they failed at their own end of the field. These are things that they're going to need to do if they want to beat the good sides on their best day. And to win a competition, that's what you have to do. You have to beat the top sides on their best day. Not hope they have an off day.
They've got the personnel to do it, don't they?
They have, and you know, they keep them all fit and well, and we don't know what happens to other teams come finals time, but they got to the finals last year, went out in straight sets, so there has to be something of both a motivational sense and experience that they'll want to draw on for that.
Geez, Sean Blaw's been good since he's gone on the ground.
The offloads are really worrying the Sharks. The unpredictability in the offload.
Through the hands here on tackle 5 against the Toa. That's the last tackle, Stafford.
Knocked on 5. You know, it's a play ball there because it was last tackle. 10 in line, Bill.
It's not too bad. That's what they need to do, the unpredictability. They scored a try on the other side, ran the ball in the last play.
So if they're getting offloads so willingly, Andrew, to me that's a lack of application in the defence.
Ooh, there's a... Yeah, the contact, the first up contact isn't wrapping up the ball. And look, it's just human nature. Players would have, well, whether they would have watched last week, they would have found out about it. And naturally, all week in the Shire, they're walking around, people are saying, oh, you get the Tigers this week, oh, you'll put 50 on them. It's just human nature. They're in a fight here. The Tigers have really turned up.
That's what you used to say. That you're playing a side that was terrible last week. I used to say, well, I wish we played them last week when they were terrible.
One-on-one strip.
Good work.
If they can jag one here, the Tigers. Very interesting second half.
Here's Blaw. 2.5, fraction less until the break. Simpkin. Bateman. Runs towards Moylan and takes a power of pulling down the English forward. Wakeham now. And Will Smith is looking for somewhere to go. And all of his runners let him down.
Big fifth tackle play, this one.
Toa's chasing through, trying to administer some pressure. They fly. Ronaldo's knocked it on. 6 more. Oh, it's 6 more tackles. It's knocked on by Graham in the scrap.
Ronaldo knocked on here.
Well, they're going to get a chance.
You can.
They'll have a minute to play.
Yeah, it's a scrum, yeah. Case. On the 20 in line.
Get Stafford Toa one-on-one with Talakai. Something there.
Work it in, boys. I'll tell you when to go. Let's go.
Stafford Toa's in the back row.
Simpkin. Brandon Wakeham. Will Smith. Isaiah Papali'i. They'll have 1 set before half-time. They've been stoic in the opening half, and he's through here. Blaw for the line. A try to Sean Blaw. It's going to be 12 all at the break. He's been terrific since coming off the bench.
Short passes. Get your big man one-on-one. They go to one side, then attack around the post. I love this play when the big men pass. Harvey Norman replay. Look to go wide, spread the ball, and come back. And then attack at that far post. Sean Blaw, he's been their best. Great play. Move the ball to the left, then attack around the post with your big men.
And this is their Achilles heel, the Sharks. This is what happened to them in the finals last year. They beat a lot of the underling sides, really couldn't match it with the top sides, got to the finals and bowed out in straight sets on the back of this type of defence near their goal line. We see them put big scores on teams, but they still leak points at the business end of the field. Paul Gallen.
Yeah, 100% right there, Gus. The Sharks and Craig Fitzgibbon in particular be really disappointed in that. Just a simple try. Big Tommy Hazelton has been very, very good for the Sharks, as we know, a cult hero at the moment. Just come out of the line a little bit too far, half a metre, just open that gap up a little bit, and Sean Ball straight through for a try. And guys, tries right on half time really, really hurt you.
It was 12-0. It's 12-all. The Tigers putting up a real fight in Thursday night footy. We go to the break locked together.
Oh, yeah. A week's a long time in rugby league. And the Sharks need a wake-up call, and the Tigers are right in this. And as every minute goes by, the more confident they become. It's a funny thing, confidence.
It's a funny game, rugby league.
The dressing shed in the Sharks room, the swear jar was full.
Right.
Craig Fitzgibbon, I'd say, would have just unloaded.
There's a Tassie James. Wow. What a behemoth.
Well, the Sharks need to play this game with their defence. That's what they need to do. Stop waiting to get the ball back and run some plays and dominate the game with their defence.
Here's the first gamer again. He looks remarkably like Tyson Brazil.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah. And runs like him and wears black boots.
Every player should be in black boots with white laces. And clean your boots every week before you play.
You get a new pair every week now, don't you? How long would a pair of boots have lasted you back in the day, Gus?
2.5 years.
Now Wilton. Good strong defence by the Tigers.
I used to clean me white laces, polish me boots.
Graham.
I don't think players polish their boots anymore. I think they open a new pair.
Yep.
Give them away at full time.
Hazelton.
Now Hazelton, he should have black boots on. He's old school. Might bring Gal in. Gal said, what's his nickname, Gal?
Oh, nearly falls for the back rower out there, Nikora, and he couldn't quite handle it. I don't think he expected to get a catch on it. Yes, Gal?
Gal's actually just ducked into the Cronulla sheds to get some snacks.
Oh.
But it is 40-20, I'm pretty sure his name is.
It is, yes. Well, maybe he'll come back with a 4N20.
Well, Tommy's lost the tape around the head. That was an error. So they can't afford the Tigers.
And that's it. Showing a little bit of togetherness there.
Where do you want it? Okay. Scrubs here in the middle.
With their defence forcing the error. Now Tigers need to show a little bit of grit on their goal line.
No, I'll just say yes, Gus. Tom Hazelton.
Tommy Hazelton will be 22, I think. 22, 23.
It's been a long 22 years. He's Ramian.
David Middleton, how old's Tommy Hazelton?
Here he is, Big Tommy. Striding out.
He's just turned 24.
Been a tough 24 years. So good.
Now Jack Williams, 6 again. Here's an examination for the West Tigers. Moylan, good hands, Kennedy.
Good defence, Tigers. Building belief. Every minute that goes by, they build more belief. Look at this.
Played by Williams. Brayley sweeps it right. Hines at the line. Nikora. 4 Tigers converge to push him back in the field of play. And Brayley with a kick. Oh! Graham was ready to put it down, but Jareem Buller snapped it away from him over the back.
Just make sure no knock on. I saw Jareem, I thought.
Well, Wade Graham, he was going as quick as he could, the veteran. Jareem Buller gets the punch to the ball. Now, the Tigers go short here, or do they kick it long and back their defence?
Wakeham's been going short in past games. He's been nailing it.
He kicks the ball really well. Great goal kicker, really nice drop kicker.
He's kicked 16 in a row.
Yes, then let's get downtown.
Nice bounce for Williams to accelerate as he caught the ball. Comes rampaging back to be stopped by Seyfarth and Bloor and Simpkin. An onslaught of possession after half-time for the Sharks. Hazelton plays it. Brayley right to Moylan. Hines around the back. Kennedy joining in. Numbers here. Ramian, lovely play. Katoa back against the grain, and he'll go over to score.
Slingshot again. Here's the slingshot. The playmakers combining in the middle of the field. The short passing, the second man passing, the decoy running to hold the defence up, and then the slingshot of the speed players coming around the back. Looks really good from up high. Harvey Norman replay, and then they just react to what the defence does. The high shot's best, and you get the feeling that they're all sort of in field, and then they fan out and just get faster and faster on the outside, and it's hard for the defence to read it.
When they come around on these sweep plays, that slingshot, Tommy Talau, you see him at the top of the screen, he had to rush in on Kennedy. He's backing off on the inside. Will Smith, he went in. You've got someone coming around at speed around the back of those block plays like Will Kennedy. You've got to be rushing him. You can't be hanging back. Gal.
Yeah, 100% right, Joe. It all starts with the line run by Britton Okoro. Such a hard running back row on the edge. Scores plenty of tries out there, but just watch his line. He just runs so hard. Will Smith has to start him. He has no choice but to stay on him, which makes Talau come in to create the 3-on-2, and Shani Katoa gets over for a try for the Sharkies. So the message from Craig Fitzgibbon at half-time after he did go off for the boys was just go set for set. Stick in the fight, go set for set, and keep competing on all plays as they did a fair bit in the first half.
A double for Sione Katoa. The Sharks back out to a converted try advantage on the back of a glut of possession following half-time. And Hazelton gets crunched by Seyfarth and Bloor. Now the veteran Wade Graham. And Williams with a good run. Ooh, and an offload which was taken by Brayley. And Kennedy seizes on a bit of space.
That was a great offload from Jack Williams. He's a good player, Jack Williams. You need one of those players in your team if you're going to win a comp. Every team needs a Jack Williams.
Oh, Graham rattled up there. And a kick on tackle 5. Buller under pressure. Taken nicely.
I always thought Jack Williams was going to be the heir apparent to Paul Gallen when Paul Gallen retired, but Finucane came along, and then they got Cameron McGuinness, and Cameron McGuinness is used primarily as a lock forward these days. Brayley doing such a wonderful job in the 9. What was the plan there, Paul Gallen? Was he going to replace you?
Yeah, that was always the plan for the club. Unfortunately, Jack, he had Rendell a fair few injuries over the past couple of years, particularly last year. He ended up having a shoulder reconstruction, so he missed most of the season. So, mate, he's a good player, really good player, as Joey said. Just the type of player you need in your team. A very hard worker at training, very strong in the gym, and tries his guts out week in, week out.
Here's Ronaldo. Good kick chased by the Tigers. So the Sharks scored the... Oh, there's a mistake.
Lack of concentration.
Scrums in the middle.
Watching Jake Simpkin out of dummy half and a really good short side raid there. Key to short sides as markers. First receiver can get away from the markers. You can really manipulate that short side defenders.
Now here the Sharks have to defend their line again, and this is where we'll see whether or not their attitude has improved a little in this second half. Paul Gallen.
Took the words out of my mouth, Gus. Exactly what I was about to say. Another opportunity for the Sharks to defend their goal line. They've look, the West Tigers haven't had a lot of field position in this game, particularly in the first half. They've only been up there a few times and managed to come away with 2 tries. So big defensive set for the Sharks coming up.
And big attacking set for the Tigers. Can they get back on parity again? Law. 15 out. Graham and Hazelton, the tacklers. Safe up now. Strong defence. Drives in around the waist. Right in line with the black dot there, and Simpkin tried to wrap around the back of James, and big Hazelton bear hugged him. Buller holds it up for Bateman. No issues for the Sharks defence so far. 5 and last. Can they manufacture something off a kick? Wakeham fashions one to the in goal. Buller's coming through. That was a good kick. Little set piece there, and it's over the back, so the goal line dropout coming.
A nice kick in the end because he was thinking run. See where the ball's placed. He's got the ball there ready to pass. Double pumps and then goes for the kick. Nice weight. Gets off the instep. See the ball bending, bit of shape on the ball. Nice finish. I'll go short here. And then they'll go long. Wrong again. That's inconsistent.
And Blaw comes galloping back into a strong shot by Graham. Itasi James.
Look at that tackle.
Great
Brayley. Only a small dummy half. Great technique.
Safe after Smith. Left Papali'i behind. Now Buller. There was an appeal for obstruction. Talau went into the defence, but the referee allowed play to continue. Played back to Silva, who's on the ground now. The 18-year-old dummy half. Blaw once again. And an offload safe half. And out to Wakeham. He's going to kick in behind. He's unmarked out here. Capoe. Oh, the ball ran too long.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Stay on the paint.
In the middle, Will.
Stay wide.
Perfectly executed. Beautiful little kick. Get the ball, just get it.
Oh.
Oh. I'd have nightmares about that for a week.
Alex and Tully, get up.
Sharks just kind of want the Tigers to go away. They've got to make them go away. Go, Tommy.
Now Williams. Bounced off Papali'i. Oh,
Good run.
left to Silva. Ironed out too after that collision. James and Bateman eventually stopped him. Now Moylan. Good pass. Wilton nearly through a hole. De Silva got over there and dragged him down before he got to the line. Hines now, plenty of room. Oh, look out! Tupou's got her off a sloppy ball. He's lost a boot and he's still going upfield and past the 20. That was shoddy work by Cronulla.
Yeah, that play there, that would make Craig Fitzgibbon furious.
And they've compounded it, and you can just feel the momentum turning in this again.
Yeah, they want it over, the Sharks. They just want to do enough. They want the Tigers to lay down and go away. And the Tigers are having none of that. These sorts of things, you know, getting the ball stripped, allowing offloads, passes going to ground. They're all an indication that you're not on your game and you're not concentrating. Maybe the Sharks think they can score whenever they like and it'll be okay, but don't call full time at some stage. You want to make sure you're in front.
With the sets, Tigers, some back-to-back sets.
There's a Tigers chant at Combank Stadium. Been a while since there's been any sort of Tigers chant anywhere in Australia. Here's Bateman. He wanted 6 more tackles, didn't get them. Law, Pollaert, Smith now, Buller with a lovely ball out the back again, and Papali'i's there. He wanted to offload, but there'd been no one follow through. They're near the 10-metre line. De Silva plays to Wakeham. Pollaert's got to go to ground. Wakeham for Bateman. Wilton with a good strong front on tackle. Wakeham pops it up. Here come the Tigers. Talau! He got it down! He's all pumped up, Tommy.
They're not going the way of the Tigers. They're not going away. The Sharks are in for some disappointment here. The Tigers have got the energy. The Tigers are willing to go that little bit extra. Harvey Norman replay. You can just see it in their body language and how they're charging onto the ball and working in their defence. They're putting a lot more effort into the performance than the Sharks are prepared to put. And then competing for the 50-50 ball. Talau gets above the pack, grabs it, slams it down. We're going to be locked up again.
Tommy Talau with a great athletic leap and a wonderful effort to get that to ground after catching it high above the pack. 2 tries tonight.
You can trace it back to that poor finish at the other end by the Sharks. Talau.
Oh.
He's another player with so much potential.
Well, look at all the Tigers jerseys there. You know, like,
well, hang on. Has he lost that ball into the arm of Nico Hines? I think they may look at this one.
No. What? Get rid of your magnifying glass. Fair contest.
Look,
he's grabbed it.
He's got possession of the ball there.
But he's got one hand on the ball and it's on Nico Hines' forearm.
The referee
Too pathetic.
stepping up here.
Too pedantic.
Oh, the referee stepping up.
Too pedantic.
Okay, tries under review. Just looking for a potential knock-on in the contest in a
Too
defender.
pedantic. The fun police have arrived.
Kick chase being cleared.
Well, it's
There's 2 hands on the ball from Tommy Talau. He then has 1 hand on it. He has no control of the ball here and he's pushing it into Nico Hines' arm, which constitutes a knock-on.
What about the finger from Nico Hines?
We have a decision.
Stop having fun, everyone.
It's your fault, Joey. They were going to let that go until you pointed it out. Yes, Gal.
I still don't know why the referee could not have just checked it straight away. We've just wasted about 5 minutes of time till we finally realised it's no try. Just go straight to the video. Stop wasting time. I mean, the amount of time it takes these guys to recover, 30 seconds to a minute. They've just had about 4 or 5 minutes wasted. They're fully refueled, ready to go again. We're trying to let the game flow and bring some fatigue into the game. And they're stopping the game for 4 or 5 minutes like that. Punishing.
They go up for a 50-50 ball and who cares if it bobbles a bit? Who cares? It's been a try for 100 years. Who cares? Why are the fun police got to come in and stop that?
I'm still having fun. Here's Jesse Cahoon.
They're having fun listening to me complain. in every other grade of football, from under 6s through to New South Wales Cup, in every grade of football, that's a try until you get to the NRL.
Brayley working with Graham. Now to Williams. Clemmer's back out there for Tim Sheen's Tigers. Moylan, Hines now, Wilton. Good defence. Brandon Wakeham. Hines dancing, keeps it alive. Over to Teague Wilton. They got some numbers out right. Graham's gone back towards the middle.
Yeah, I think it was the Sharks will be thinking about getting the starting front rowers back out there.
Up they charge. Ramian knocked it back into himself and then regathered it and scored.
I think the Falcon gets a try assist here. I think the ball comes back off Ramian's hand, hits him in the melon, ricochet, and he gets the ball back. Harvey Norman replay. Lands it on the spot. Nico up, hits him in the forehead. It's try time.
Expensive turnaround.
If you could buy the bunker a Christmas present, Gus, what would it be?
Oh no.
One-way ticket to Antarctica.
They got the mobile bunker for that. 22-12, Jesse Ramian with the try for the Sharkies. Yes, Gal?
Yeah, well done to Jesse Ramian. He's been a bit of a target in the air for the Sharks past couple of weeks. Got a good try last week and picked up another one there. Pinpoint accurate kick by Nico Hines, put it right on the spot. And big Jesse Ramian jumps up and grabs the ball and scores a try. Big turnaround from the Tigers having a disallowed try. And it started with a great run from Jesse Calhoun. He's just come on the field. He's a good young prospect, this kid, so watch him go.
Off the post, bounces back, 22-12. Sharks by 10. Remember, get your tickets for Game 3 of the Ampol State of Origin series as well, as the series concludes on Wednesday coming, July 12 at Accor Stadium, Sydney, with a live performance from the popular band 660. It's a night not to be missed. Head to nrl.com/tickets now. That's Jesse Calhoun.
He looks strong.
I wonder if he's a descendant of the great Haystacks Calhoun. All the older listeners will remember Haystacks, champion wrestler back in the 70s. With Dominic Danucci and Mario Milano.
Yeah, it's his second nephew.
Haystacks Calhoun. He was a beauty.
He would have never heard of him. He's a big boy, though.
It's a good name, Jesse Calhoun. Sounds like a country and western singer.
Moylan's kick is taken well by Buller at the back.
Haystacks Calhoun, he was a size. You just used to flop on him. That was the end of him.
How big was he?
Was he related to Nathan Highmarsh?
He was big. Haystacks. I think he used to wear overalls. Didn't he used to wear overalls with the bib? Most wrestlers wore swimming trunks. He wore overalls. All the people here are under 60 years of age. No one knows who I'm talking about.
Well, Jesse's just got himself a new nickname anyway.
I like the modern day wrestlers. Them wrestlers were fair dinkum back then. They used to take chairs into the ring. Foreign objects. One bloke won a bout with a big pen.
He what?
Took a pen into the ring.
What do you do with it?
Oh, he's a
Oops, look out.
Lift and tackle here for Stafford Tower.
It's okay. Stafford, mate, lifted into a dangerous position.
Tigers come from 12 down in the first half. To level it up, they only down by 10.
What do you do with a big pen?
They jabbed him in the throat, I think.
Oh, the judiciary wouldn't like that.
Midday every Saturday. World Championship Wrestling. Great Jimmy Little.
Oh, I've just seen a picture of Haystacks.
Oh.
Jeez, he'd love a buffet. He's a big unit.
Looks like he swallowed a cow.
The bouts didn't go very long.
One at home's gone for their computer or their phone. Look at the Haystacks. Oh, my God.
He used to have the big overalls.
Jesse's going to sue you for defamation after that. Here's McInnes playing on to Haystacks. Jesse's family's watching. They better be nicer. He's oblivious to what we're talking about. Kennedy, Talakai. Oh, good tackle. Toa knocked him over as he was about to rip through that gap.
Yeah, he got off balance there. Otherwise, he had a 2-on-1 looming.
A dummy from McInnes. Talon de Silva, the 18-year-old, part of the tackle with the veteran prop David Clem. Hines for Mulatalo. He got knocked out of the way there. He's appealing for an escort, but no penalty taken by Kapoa. Now Jareen Buller.
Well, Tigers fans, you got some key players out. And they've showed some ticker. Last week was probably one of the darkest days in the club's history. They've turned up, they've rolled the sleeves up, and they've had a crack.
They're not done yet.
There's some players, Twal, Luke Brooks.
Try scoring machine.
Most of their salary cap is in the grandstand.
Wakeham under immense duress there. Well taken by Kennedy. That dip late, but he attacked the football. And good tackle. De Silva. He was playing Harold Matthews last year, you know.
I heard good things about De Silva.
So I read.
He's a baby. Look.
He grew up in the Campbelltown region. He actually filled in the local A grade for the East Campbelltown Eagles alongside his dad last year.
Oh, how good's
Isn't
that?
that good?
How good's that?
Oh, intercept! Here he is, De Silva. Oh, he got ankle tapped.
What a great play.
The tackle was complete. The whole line's back.
Have a look at this for confidence. He's just rubbed Talakai's
Leave
head.
it, boys. No, it's not. I don't agree, mate.
One, to
Because I
see
don't
the
think he thought
pass
the tackle
coming,
was
and
complete,
two,
and
to
their whole
have the
line is back.
kahunas to get there and actually do it. Gets in there,
Oh.
taps the ball up. Well done, young fella.
Oh, what about the ankle tap?
And then he gets the penalty, and then he'll rub the hair of Talakai.
Oh, that's silly.
He kissed him. He kissed him on the forehead, then rubbed his head. 18 years of age, thank you.
If you're going to do that, make sure that your big boys are around you. I've heard good things about this young man.
It's a monumental rise. Harold Matthews last year. Jersey flag. Come right through the ranks this year as well. Well, if they can
Looks a good
knock
size.
up if they can knock up a try here, the Tigers are right back in this. Great determination about their work so far tonight, and they're only 5 metres short. De Silva for Wakeham, Jareen Buller, John Bateman, back towards the middle, right foot step, left Nikara behind, Cahoon with a good tackle. Stefano Utoikamanu. Whaley brings him down. Now Wakeham. It's a trap and scrap situation. Oh, gee, he didn't even get it past the foot of Moylan. That's a disappointing end to the set.
Yeah, he didn't really open the gate there to get a ball in behind. Teams are very adept at playing at the ball and retaining possession.
Getting back into Silva. He's a Good build for an 18-year-old. Strong. Big tackle. Great tackle. Look at that. Grabs the ball, gets off in front.
That Ramian. Jeez, that's like Ramian.
He played with a really good West Tigers Harold Matthews team that won the competition. They went through undefeated, actually.
Well, it's the last tackle. This sort of Gus eventually found its way back to Hines. Undefeated, you say?
Undefeated.
Wow.
West Tigers or Magpies?
Magpies, I think.
I reckon the A grade out at Campbelltown would be pretty willing.
I wouldn't know what.
Here's a good run.
Okay, tackle 3.
We have blood bin here.
Teague, you got a lot of blood there, mate. We need to clean that up. Tackle 3, just hold there. Blood bin.
Ooh. Gus Warland's Got You For Life Foundation and the NRL have teamed up to build mental fitness in grassroots footy with the One Pass at a Time campaign. One pass can change a game. One conversation can change a life. Buy your virtual pass with that QR code bottom left of your screen there.
Blake and Jesse, move! Last tackle, Campbell!
Vanua Pollett plays it on 5. The silver for Will Smith. Is this going to go in the full? Oh, it does.
He's got his angle wrong there. Happens sometimes. Right foot kicker on the left-hand side of the field. Wasn't under a great deal of pressure, but
Come up a little bit. Isaiah,
got a little bit of a hook on it.
We are, Nico.
Sharks still not going on with this. They're not charging to the finish line, are they? Kind of just wanting to do it hands and heels.
John and Brandon, move! Walk in! Dave, get up!
Wilton
Wait!
tackled by Pollett. Moylan into first receiver. Plays to McInnes. They're down inside the Tigers 40 now. Moylan for Hines. Floats one over for Katoa. The Tigers have got across there, so Katoa back to the middle where there's some space for Kennedy. Can't cut through the gap. Clemmer dragged him down. It was a quick play of the ball though. Moylan right up on the advantage line to Korfusi. He's got it in one hand. Didn't promote the pass. Bateman clung on around the legs. Talakai crashes over.
Just watch how they reset. Get the high shot here and watch how they reset for tackle 5, knowing full well that they're going to run this ball. It's obviously a one-word call. The way they'll get back into position, particularly Teague Wilton, who got back to run the decoy. Well, you see where Teague Wilton comes from to get back in position to run the decoy for Talakai. It's really impressive. The key to your plays is to get in position early. Make the effort early. Harvey Norman replay. Nice execution here by the Sharks. But it was Teague Wilton who sprinted back to get in position. So they run this play here into the backfield. Teague Wilton is supporting. Watch Teague Wilton now. He's supporting, so he races back to get in position so that he can run the decoy now for Talakai. Gets set, comes hard at the ball. That attracts the defender. Without that effort, the try is not scored. People don't see that. Footballers see it. Teague Wilton, great effort off the ball to create the space for Talakai. Great execution by the Sharks. When you've got back rowers that'll work for you like that, Andrew, it makes life easy, doesn't it?
Oh, doesn't it? And just attract players to him. Takes all the eyes off the ball player. Pick up.
seconds. Yes, please. 2.
Stay on. Stay on, John.
So Sika Talakai gets another one. Both his tries have come from barnstorming efforts from close range. That hasn't gone 10. There's the countdown clock. State of Origin 3, thanks to Ampol, Accor Stadium. Exclusive live and free coverage from 7 p.m.
Really looking forward to that. There's a lot of stories in this game 3. There's a lot of really good stories waiting to happen. Or some bad ones.
There's always stories coming out of Origin.
There's a lot at stake.
Moylan with bodies in motion. Good tackle to Lau. Kennedy dragged down. Now Ramian runs into De Silva. He's pretty willing, isn't he, the youngster?
He's a player.
And now Toby Rudolph. He is a try sneak for a front row forward. Wilton over, but can't get the ball down.
Great technique here.
Time off.
Who's that?
Change
It's
over.
De Silva.
Tigers ball.
I think he's had his eyebrows done too. Look, they're beautiful. Just watch the way they play on. It's great technique. Absorbed the tackle, got his body under the ball.
Last time I looked, I didn't have any eyebrows.
It must be gone are the days when you'd have a TV game. Back in the day, you go get your hair cut. Now you must go get your eyebrows shaped.
You need to get yours tinted, Gus. I really can't believe we're in an era where footballers are getting their eyebrows waxed.
Oh, haircuts and everything's a big deal for game day.
40-20. 40-20.
It's a good kick by Smith.
Good kick. A nice switch of play on the last play.
Kennedy came steaming onto that. Smith's copped a poke in the eye in making that tackle along with the Silver, I think. Cartella this time. And Nikora. Well, they've been stoic, the West Tigers. They've been right in the game for probably 65 minutes or so. Brayley's busted them through the middle. Hines is in support. Nico is going to sprint away. Gets there.
He never stopped. Coming to tackle for.
Yeah, the referee's saying plenty of momentum here, even though I think there's a reach out.
This Brayley shows great speed. Harvey Norman replay. He's made 32 tackles, Brayley. Hasn't had a break.
Oh, no.
I think it's all momentum.
He's showing his fitness. Gal.
Yeah, good work there from Brayley, as we said. He got a lot of confidence out of that Origin 1. He went into Origin camp and come out of it, and he's played very, very well. Had a number of tries here over the past few weeks, and may have another one there, although I don't know, I'll try to confirm that's a try, so without doubt momentum's taking him over. So he did, the ball carrying out did hit the ground momentarily, but a great work there from Blake Brayley. Danger here for the West Tigers to let this game get away from them. They've competed really, really well, got back to 12 at half time and showed some fight in the second half. They really don't want to let this score get away from them now.
Blake Brayley, when he was in camp, he was tackling the big boys. A lot of contact there, and he was handling really well. He's really efficient. I was asking him, I said, how much do you weigh? He said, I'm 82 kilos.
Wow.
Every week, making 40, 50 tackles.
Well, runs in a family, Joey. I mean,
There's 3 of them, yeah. We're all dummy halves.
Gee, Newcastle missed Jaden.
Oh, yeah.
that's a beautiful kick.
No goal.
Oh, across the face.
Time off.
It looked good. Coming up tomorrow on Nine's Friday Night Footy, the Dragons host the Red Hot Raiders. Interesting game, this one. Win Stadium, Wollongong. Don't miss all the action from 7:30 p.m. right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Blake Laurie just saw him spend. He's captaining the Dragons. Super consistent player for the Red V.
Stay on.
Is he playing black boots?
Yeah, he'd be a Blackbird man for sure.
He's old school.
That comes big Toby Rudolph into a heavy-duty clash with Isaiah Papali'i.
Sione, Katoa and Bateman in back play.
Oh, don't get into a blue with John Bateman.
Oh, no.
That's my live read, Joey. Sione just pushes him. Okay, walk away. Yeah, walk away, John. Come on, John. Take him back for me, Nico. Take him back, Nico.
He could be a
Walk
character
back.
at a snatch.
No, okay.
John Bateman.
Where's
Take
he
back.
from? Wigan?
He's from up north there somewhere.
I agree, mate. Okay,
Born in
Nico.
Bradford.
Nico.
Looks like something out of Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah. Hey. Nico. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with the tackle. Sione then goes after the marker and pushes him, which starts all that. The penalty's going against Sione Katoa. Just this needs to play the ball.
He's one tough hombre, John Bateman. Oh, don't. Well, that came out of nothing, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit of rough housing and Katoa reacted. I'm sure that Katoa was the aggressor. Knee, push.
Clemmer tackled on the Sharks 10. Stefano goes, grafts his way a further 5 metres towards the line. Wrap around with De Silva. Wakeham joins in. Buller from fullback. One-handed pass. Stafford Toa. Oh, Stafford Toa. I had a couple of cracks at tackling him and couldn't.
Out the ball here. Yeah, thanks, mate. What are you doing? Not quick inside 10, mate. Yep.
Now Clemmer. I'd love another one here. It's been a vastly improved effort on the last couple of weeks. Stefano gets a 6 more. Now Itasi James, they might have found one here, the West Tigers. He is a big, strong middle forward. Clemmer throws the ball out to Pollaire. Tackled by Nikura and Hines. De Silva, Stefano, popped it out the back. De Silva, James, Buller. That was knocked on into the Tigers player.
I'm telling you, you give it a couple of years, if they can keep these Tigers boys together, you give it a couple of years, and this is a good football team. Not a really good football team. What you're seeing here is just potential. It's pretty raw. It's very inexperienced. But there's huge potential there.
Well, having him back would help, wouldn't it?
Of course it would help.
Who do you think they'll get as halfback? They've lost Brooks.
Yeah, and there's no certainty around Adam Dewey, is there? With the surgeries that he's having, he's not due to well into next season.
I think tip there's a couple of halfbacks, young halfbacks in England. Have to go outside the square.
Pollaire floats it over the top. Excellent defence. Good scramble. Nikora. Will Smith, Brandon Wakeham. Oh, came off the hand of Stefano and he's knocked the ball on.
Ready on the scrum, boys?
No, I can just see it. It's a little bit of pain
Ready
at
on
the
the
moment,
scrum,
but
Cameron?
Tigers are going to be okay.
Shot clock on, scrum in the middle.
What do you give the Sharks tonight, Andrew? 6, 7 out of 10? Oh, he's gone.
He's brushed you. He's gone. He's gone running out down to the studio.
He's gone down to the studio.
Yeah.
Let's go, Sharks, come on.
What would you give the Sharks tonight, Gus?
Oh, I'm giving them a 5.5. I'm a pretty hard marker though.
John, move!
I think they've just done enough.
Yes, they haven't been ruthless, have they?
No, they've sort of just done enough. That's not taking anything away from the West Tigers. The rate of 5.5 because the West Tigers kept coming at them.
Oregon Kufusi now. And Nico nearly into a hole. Bateman grabbed him around the legs and dragged him to the turf. Now Moylan. Kicks up high for Kapoa to defuse. And Jareen Buller, they've got a real prospect at fullback, no doubt. As we mentioned at the start, this is the youngest West Tigers team to take the field.
Knock on contact.
They're not even, on average, 24 years of age.
Coming into tackle 3. On-field rulings are knock on. Tigers are challenging.
That game tomorrow night too, Gus. The
Oregon
Raiders.
Kafusi is just affecting a tackle. There's no intent to strip.
The Raiders have won
Successful.
10 games this year. They're in 5th position, but in terms of premiership points, they're equal second
No, he hasn't, John.
after winning one of their first 5. They're a genuine top 4 hope.
Well, you can't knock winning form.
Let's go, heads down. Heads down. Shot clock off. Ball in, Matt. Break.
I think Nico wanted to kick that, but all of his outside men were in front of him. He got it back to McInnes instead. Now to Toby Rudolph. Rudolph back for Kennedy. What a solid shot from Stefano there. Couple of plays left in the game. The Sharks have done it pretty comfortably in the second half. Ball through the hands. Nikora Katoa for a hat-trick. Oh, ho, ho. A Superman put down to complete the evening.
They're very good, these wingers these days, aren't they? Particularly this young fella, Katoa. Gets a good grip on the ball, one-handed grip. Feet in the grandstand. What's this? Harvey Norman replay. Grip in one hand, gets it away from the defenders, gets his feet in the grandstand and plants the ball down.
Look how far out he jumps from.
Corner post can.
Oh.
Did he get it down? Let's have a look here. There's a Tiger hand comes in here and he drops it. Try confirmed. There you go.
You two have batted at 0 tonight.
There you go.
That's just the bunker spiting you. 36-12, a hat-trick for Sione Katoa, who's been overshadowed in the try-scoring stakes by his mate on the other wing, Ronaldo Mulatalo, so far this year. But he is a great finisher. He's blisteringly fast as well when he gets in the open.
I don't know if the Tigers deserve this scoreboard. They haven't been that much inferior. But the Sharks have been able to nail their chances in the second half. Nico Hines with the last play of the game. Wide again.
So Cronulla knock over another team in the bottom half of the ladder, and whilst they cruised at times tonight, the scoreboard is quite convincing in the end. Full-time Sharks 36, West Tigers 12.